clap for them. Let's clap for them. Yes, they have done very well. Can we please have one of you present to us what you have on your board? Yes. Who is coming? Okay. All right.
For the first question, we were asked to give what type of force exists between block A and the workbench that might oppose the forward motion. And the force is frictional force, because frictional force is when two objects opposes each other. And the second was to determine the length of the entire cable in the variables indicated. From the from block A to the ceiling at point ceiling ceiling point at C. Leave your answer in pi and variables. So this is what we got. And I is that if no external force is applied, by what force will block B be lowered down? And the force is gravitational force, because gravitational force brings objects down. Ivan, if the cable between pulley A and pulley B is cut off, which of the blocks will move or drop faster? And this is pulley B due to gravitational force. And the last question, if the weight of block B is greater than block A, which block will move faster? And this is block A, because block B will push block A faster to hit the ground.
All right. Please, let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Okay. So, can I please have your marker and be with me for your points? All right. Okay, so rightly determine the kind of force we are looking for existing between the block and the workbench. You earn a point. That is correct. So 1 point. And then determining the length of the entire cable. I'm sorry to say that's deviation. All right, so I can't award any points here. And then what kind of force, if no external force is applied, will bring the block down? So that is also correct. Gravity, you get either by weight or gravity. And so that is also 1 point. And then the last, it says the fourth one, we want to know if the cable, when you cut it into two, just by gravity, block B is going to drop. And so you earn a point also over there. And then lastly, it says if the weight of B is greater than block A, which block will move faster in this pulley arrangement? So if the weight of, are you with me? Lord, we are awarding your points. I need your attention, okay? I need you to turn and look at the board, all right? Because you presented the solution. It says that if block A, right, block B is greater in terms of weight, okay, than block A, which block will move faster? Okay, so the one with the weight will pull the one with less weight. So it will be pulling it quite fast. So the A will be running. Okay, all right. So you also earn a point over there. So what's your total points you have for today? 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Okay, Presby had 4 points. Okay, can you please present your solution to us?
So the first question was asking us to find the kind of force that will exist between the block A and then the working bench or the workbench, and that will be the gravitational force. This is because this I, that's the frictional force. This is because when two surfaces are being rubbed together, they are moving in an opposite direction. This makes the force to be the frictional force. Then for the II, it says determine the length of the entire cable in the variables indicated from block A to ceiling, point at C. Leave your answer in pi and the variables. So we did that one too, and then we had our final answer to be this. Then we move to the next one. That is the III. It says find the external force. If no external force is applied, by what force will block B be lowered down? So it is the force of gravity. This is because it is the force that pulls everything that goes up back to the center of the earth. Now for the Ivan, it says if the cable between pulley A and pulley B is cut into two, which of the blocks will move or drop faster? The block B will drop faster since force of gravity is acting on it. It makes it to heavier than the first one. Then for our last one, it says if the weight of block B is greater than block A, which block will move faster? And we had our answer to be the block B.
All right. Please, let's clap for him. Very good. All right. Well done. Can I please have your marker? And then be with me for your points, okay? All right. So for the type of force, that is correct. So you earn a point. All right. And then second, I can see you are really pulling some strings here. I can see you are determining the length of arc around pulley A, and that also around pulley B. And the question said it was a quarter. Okay, so a quarter of the arc length. And I can see that you have it right there, and that is R2, which is exactly a quarter, and then R1, which is supposed to be half. But unfortunately, your final answer is going to be a problem. You know why? The question says, leave your answer in pi. Okay? But I can see you have converted to decimals. But the question says, leave them in what? In pi. So, having managed to deduce this, that's 1 point. And then for the B part, that is also another point. But I can't award the last one, okay? All right. Then here, the force of gravity is correct, as you said. And then block B is also correct, but the last one is incorrect, okay? You can experiment it. When you go, you can try this simple experiment. When you are heavier than me and we are pulling each other, you are definitely going to pull me, all right? It's very simple. Okay, so total points. 1, 2, 3, 4, how many? 5. 5 points. Pentecost had 5 points. All right. Thank you. Greater heights. Yes. Let's go.
So with the first question, we were to identify the type of force that exists between block A and the workbench, and its frictional force. Then the second question, we were told. So the second question, we were told to determine the length of the entire cable in the variables indicated. And they said at pulley A, the cable covers a quarter of the circular pulley. And then at pulley B, the cable covers half of the circular pulley. So this is what we got as our total length of the cable. And then question 3 says, if no external force is applied, by what force will block B be lowered down? And we got block B, force of gravity. And then the fourth question, if the cable between pulley A and pulley B is cut into two, which of the blocks will move or drop faster? And we got block B, as it will move faster. And then the fifth one, to block A will move faster if the weight of block B is greater than A.
All right, let's clap for her. Very good. Okay. Can I also have your marker? And then let's go for the points, okay? All right, so as you know, this is correct already, so a point. And also, of course, by gravity, you get that one correct. And of course, B is going to move faster here. And A is also going to move faster here. So there's no problem here, right? So the problem is this side. In your length of entire cable, if you had separate this from this equation, you could have earned points here. But you are telling me that the length of the entire cable is this, which is wrong. Because that's not the entire length. You can see there's X, then plus the arc, then plus Y, plus the arc, then you move up, right? So for equating this to this, you lose the points. If there's no equal sign, we would assume you are trying to find it for pulley A and B, so I can't award a point on that. Sorry. Okay, so one, because your equal to sign means what is on the left is equal to the one on the right. And that is not the length of the entire cable, so that's incorrect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Greater height, 4 points. Okay. All right, thank you, thank you. Let's move on. Whilst we are waiting for the results, can we please have your candidates come forward? Just stand in front of your desk for the head-to-head section. We have got 5 questions to go through.